Traditional healing is a spiritual practice where ancestors communicate directly with traditional healers. This sacred connection typically takes place in a space believed to serve as a window into the spiritual world. Traditionally, the Sangoma will begin by calling the ancestors through a ritual. On rare occasions, the ancestors will channel a healer or Sangoma without warning. Before we were ready to film, Dr. Anthony Maifadi went into a trance and started speaking in a different language. Later, he told us he was being channeled by his grandfather's spirit.
It comes through, converses in a Sotho dialect called Spulana.
He's one of 6 ancestral spirits who, Anthony says, channel him directly.
To make sense of it, it's like in my case, it's like you're a bus with a couple of occupants. It takes with a couple of occupants. And then each one will take 10 driving.
For Sangomas, these trances are the method through which they consult a patient's spirit. Anthony bridges 2 realms of healing as a Sangoma and a practicing medical doctor specializing in anesthetics.
In Western medicine, we focus mainly on biological systems. You know, it's fairly straightforward. What is stress? You know, stress is something that happens in the psychological, basically happening in the spiritual, affecting what? The physical body. This is not 2 systems, this is essentially 1 system.
Contemporary South African medical practitioners and healers are coming together as they approach medicine holistically.
Traditional practitioners usually live in communities, live within the people that they serve. So they usually act as a first point of contact when it comes to provision of health. Maybe we could say, how do we strengthen the South African health system better by better utilizing traditional healers?
Dr. Ntotleng Mabena is a general practitioner who also comes from a long line of traditional healers.
My grandmother made me understand that my calling as a medical practitioner is actually part of the traditional calling. Since times move and we progress in time and in life, the callings come to people in different ways. She believes that I'm still a healer, whether I'm doing healing in Western medicine or it's still the same part of the same journey, and we're still helping people in the way that we're supposed to help them.
While she is not a Sangoma, she draws from her personal background when practicing modern medicine.
For me, traditional healing, traditional spirituality is not something that is outside of me. Everything that I do, whether I see patients in a casualty and it's an emergency room, or I see fertility patients, I still channel the traditional healing energies. When we talk about traditional medicine, we're not talking about herbs only. We're talking about a realm of healing, of spiritual healing. So I believe that I take that into every consultation that I go into.
This integrated approach has been influenced by their own personal experiences as not only doctors, but also patients of both disciplines.
People come to see me as a doctor. People come to see me as a traditional healer. It's one and the same thing. And what I mean by that is that it then becomes my duty to direct the people as to where is it that they could go and get help.
You would get times where you would see a patient who comes for a specific ailment and you do every single test under the sun and you cannot for the life of you figure out what is medically wrong with this patient. I do get that intuition that I need to send this patient to a traditional practitioner. In my opinion, I really believe that traditional healing practitioners actually practice it so much more better than we do as Westerners. As Western medicine, we tend to focus more on symptoms, whereas traditional practices look at the overall person, the energies around the person.
Sangomas, like Dzonga, are seeing an increase in the number of patients being referred to them by Western doctors.
I have a lot of people coming for spiritual guidance more than the people that come here for ailments. It's exciting because to me it means that the Western side of healing is ready to say, okay, these people can't be useless. They've been practicing this for years and years, so there might be a way for us to come together and to help each other out.
Dzonga has even put a new age spin on the practice of traditional healing by opening a spa where she treats people through massage using traditional medicines and herbs.
I do reflexology pedicures. I use herbs. Someone might come in here saying they've got a headache. So from their feet, I'm able to connect that for them and to heal their head instead of them using tablets all the time.
From the dispensing of herbs to throwing of the bones and communing with the spirit world, the intriguing world of traditional healing is finding its place amidst modern medicine, offering a unique insight into the relationship between the spiritual and physical.